about uh, the revelations made by the uh, Mr. Ranil Wickramasinghe, that he actually wants the Sri Lankan government to start re-engagements with the International Monetary Fund to bring back the economy into the normal situation. However, we have to note that International Monetary Fund is responsible due to political wrong thinking, wrong information analysis based on apparent facts, deep facts, and deep-rooted facts. Three types of facts. Accordingly, the International Monetary Fund took the misinformation of the International Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam LTT in America and blocked and crippled the Sri Lanka's economy by withholding the bailout packages which it is supposed to give under the World Trade Organization's initiatives, which Sri Lanka is in agreement with. Especially, as I said, with the country dealing in international trade as per the US globalization policy before the pandemic, and accordingly, since Sri Lanka rupee was not accepted internationally, in international trade there is a risk of losing foreign reserves. So that is why the IMF has a responsibility towards the member states, to which Sri Lanka also belongs, to provide a bailout package whenever there is a balance of payment trade account deficit. But IMF willfully to take political opportunistic situations exploit towards harming the country and create a division in the northeast of Sri Lanka as Tamil Eelam withheld the bailout package. So now Mr. Ranil Wickramasinghe requesting the government to re-engage with the IMF, International Monetary Fund from Washington, is no use, because once when it comes to such important trade financial bailout packages, International Monetary Fund proved its dishonesty, while Sri Lanka government up to date never defaulted any single foreign loan that it obtained. It had continuously paid the loans throughout, even up to today, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. So such dishonesty by International Monetary Fund cannot be accepted once more. Again, the trust and the faith we can see clearly breached by the International Monetary Fund, and therefore Sri Lanka must not re-engage with the International Monetary Fund under any circumstances whatsoever. But we must have the inward faith in our country to stand up alone as a superpower, not only a superpower, a great power as well. So here, international community, the Western countries have an obligation to support Sri Lanka by making the Sri Lankan rupee an internationally accepted currency similar to the US dollar, euro of the European Union, and also the Swiss franc, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, and also Singapore dollar, and sterling pound of United Kingdom. So once it is accepted in the international foreign exchange markets like Washington, New York, Tokyo, Singapore, and London, we can provide rupees and buy the dollars and continue our economy. This is the only way towards economic progress after the war, because after the war, continuous political pressure to carry out the agenda of the US for a division in the Northeast is rejected and not accepted at all. So I kindly request the US Federal Reserve Bank and the Federal Reserve System to support the initiative, my suggestion towards my country, to make Sri Lankan rupee an internationally accepted convertible currency similar to the other major currencies like Singapore dollar or euro or sterling pounds or US dollar, because then only we can pave the way for prosperity for a nation damaged, ravaged by the war.